Hello, good morning, all the Happy New Year things to all of you. It is the morning, it's literally not even 7 o'clock. I've got work at 8 o'clock, and I thought I might switch up my content a little bit. I mean, not switch it up entirely, because, if you've already read the title, you know what I'm doing, but, I thought maybe do a little more days in the life, or, just taking you around where I live and on different trips, not just London theatre, which is what my channel has become, and I don't mind that. I just thought this might be a little bit more interesting to change things up. So, again, if you've read the title, I'm seeing Wonka for the 6th time today. I'm not judging me, you're not judging me, it's a judge-free zone here. I love this movie, I fell in love with it the first time I ever watched it, and the songs are great. It's so magical and whimsical. This is kind of what I said about Wicked that one time, is that I prefer it a lot more when I don't think of it as, a canon prequel to all the other ones, which is how I choose to feel about this, because it just doesn't work as, an actual prequel. I just think of him as his own separate Wonka, which is absolutely fine by me. So I'm going to work today, I've got a short shift, I'm only doing 8 till 12, they've been very kind to me. But after that, I'll pick this up and I'll take you with me to basically just explore my hometown, because, I'm not going anywhere exciting, so, cheers to that. I've got my coffee and my Doctor Who mug that I bought a while ago. And I've also got a new hair colour, new year, new hair colour, so, it's going to be a good day. I'm going to be really exhausted though, so bear with me. But this should wake me up enough to be able to do my shift, so cheers. So it's very cold outside. I'm just heading into work and I'll see you after, where I'm taking you to the cinema, which is something I've never done before, so this is exciting. I'm a little bit more awake now, so I'm going to do my shift and then I'll catch you afterwards. So, another shift at work completed and smashed, and it was time for me to leave, and as you can see, I was very happy about that. But I had ages till the bus, so I headed to my favourite coffee shop in town and got changed into something a bit more appropriate. My t-shirt sees shirt, the Catherine one, and I sat down with a coffee. So I'm in Dorchester, it's cold, my hand's about to drop off, and I'm starving. So I've got about 3 hours, so I'm gonna go get something to eat, because it is that cold right now. It's horrendous. So I was absolutely starving, and since I don't have one in my town, I decided to go to a good old Wagamama's. I had bang bang cauliflower and duck tambori. It was really good. I needed rice. I'm going to interrupt this video by showing you me in the Wagamama bathroom trying to recreate the Psych It's a Jumpsuit vine. Enjoy. After whatever that was, I still had quite a bit of time, so I went back to my favourite coffee shop, same shop, different town, but then it was finally time to head into the Odeon, where the magic would begin. Admittedly, I was half an hour early, but there was absolutely no way I was going for a little walk with it this cold outside. Right, I have arrived now. If you're asking me, Elliot, are you going for Timothy? Yes and no. I'm going more for Matthew Bainton, Simon Farnaby, Charlotte Ritchie, everyone in Ghosts and Horrible Histories, because I love Ghosts and Horrible Histories, but tell me why. I only ever found Timothy attractive after watching this movie, and I think that is theatre kid syndrome or something like that. But I'm really excited. It's very quiet, so I'm very awkward, but I am taking you with me. But yeah, I'm mainly going for the ghost cast, let's be real. But yeah, I'll see you afterwards, because, can't really do anything while I'm in there. By the way, when I said theatre kid syndrome, I mean everyone in the cast falling for the male tenors. I was one of them. And if you don't know what I mean by that, don't worry about it. After some time, when I saw other people start to arrive, I got my snacks and headed into Screen 2 at the Odeon. I've always been someone who always sits by the wall at a cinema. I don't know what it is, I think it's just the comfort of being in my own little world, a world of my own, if you get the reference. But yeah, the film was great, smashed it, and I just made it for the last bus home. Okay, I'm home. It's a few days later, but I just wanted to talk about this movie real quick, because, whoever wrote the music for it is a genius, and I'm gonna tell you why. So each character group theme has its own motif in the show. Not show, I talk about theatre too much, movie. So the first one I want to talk about is Wonka and his mum's motif is A World of Your Own, that song, that he sings the first time he ever opens a proper chocolate shop. Now this is foreshadowed quite well when Wonka's showing Noodle his little travel factory, and it also plays throughout the flashback with him and his mum. And what's really clever about this is if you look really closely in the start of the flashback, in the background there is a tree with pink cherry blossoms, and that is the same style tree that Wonka builds in the centre of his chocolate shop, surrounded by a boat and a river like the one his mum and him lived on. So that's really cute, and it also kind of relates to the fact that, you know, his mum told him that when he shared chocolate with the world she'd be there, and that's kind of her being there, you know, which is just really sweet. So I liked that. That connection was really nice. Now obviously this one's a bit of a given, but Scrub It and Bleacher get scrub scrub, that's just their sort of sound. Same with the Chocolate Cartel, they get Sweet Tooth. What is really clever about that though is when the Chief of Police arrives at the cathedral the first time, firstly, the secret knock to get into the cathedral is, "Have you got a sweet tooth?" It's that rhythm, and the 500 chocoholic monks that are guarding it are also singing their sort of song to the tune of Sweet Tooth, which I thought is really clever. Noodle also has her own motif, and that's mainly for a moment, because that's, you know, the first time she felt free. And I think it's really clever when they then play that same tune when she's locked up in the coop at the end, because she's not free, so it's a musical contrast, and it's great. Finally is the Hatful of Dreams tune. So, when Wonka first arrives in the movie, he is on a boat, and that sort of whistling tune at the start is what opens the movie. When he is leaving on the boat, near the end of the film, the same tune plays. I've seen this movie enough that I can nitpick all the little music bits. Well, not nitpick, but like point them out and really appreciate how clever this score is, because it is that amazing. About the portrayal of Wonka, my friend made a really good point actually, because I think at the start of this video I said that I don't really look at it as like a canon prequel to any of the films. And my friend said that what sets Jean and Johnny apart from Timothy is that they're weird and wonderful outside of the role of Wonka. Timmy's just putting it on as an act, which, you know, fair enough. I kind of get that criticism. But I think at the end of the day, Timmy was playing Wonka a bit more like childish and whimsical before maybe something clicks and he goes down that path that ends in what happens in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Like, we don't know what happens afterwards. Maybe there'll be a second one with Timothy, I'm not sure. I don't really think there should be, to be honest, because it is its own separate story in my opinion. But yeah, just something interesting my friend pointed out, and she did have a point, she really did. But yeah, those were my thoughts. I love Matthew Bainton's role, and I love Simon Farnaby's little cameo. He's such a good writer, because he actually wrote the screenplay with Paul King for this movie, which is just incredible. Hugh Grant gets on my nerves, like, a lot, because, oh my god, this man hates everything that he's in, and it's like a bit, and everyone finds it funny, and I'm like the only person that doesn't find it funny. Like, it's just not, you know? Like, I get having to do jobs for money, like, that's why I work in a supermarket, but like, you're an actor, you're supposed to have a passion for what you're doing, even if you are doing it for the paycheck, you know? And also, if you have those feelings, like, why say them in front of a camera? It just doesn't make any sense. One other thing before I go, someone made a TikTok about, like, when's the best point to go to the toilet during the Wonka movie. They said the zoo scene. Now, I get milking a giraffe is weird, but you get for a moment, and you get the point where Wonka and Noodle have a connection as, like, a brother and sister bond. No, when I went last time, the one time that I went in this vlog, I went to the bathroom during the bit where Hugh Grant as the little Oompa Loompa climbs through the window. That's the part to go to the toilet. Are you kidding? Anyway, this is going to bring this cinema vlog to an end. Well, I've got some news for you. This video is far from over. Elliot, what are you doing? You said that you'd save your money this month. Did I? Yeah, to not go gallivanting on little theatre trip. Are you seeing Wonka again? Yeah, sorry, can't really talk right now. Well, I think that does it for this vlog. I will see you when I am in London again for Book of Mormon, Stranger Things The First Shadow and Mrs. Doubtfire. See you there!